This is the Dodgers Postcast, your instant game reaction for the Los Angeles Dodgers, part of the Locked On Podcast Network. Your team every day.
Well, welcome to the Locked On Chargers Postcast. Chargers? Dodgers? Sorry, let's try that again. Take two. Beep. Good evening and welcome to the Locked On Dodgers Postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done. I am Pete Fox, covering sports in LA since 2007 for ESPN LA and NBC Sports Radio, my third year here on the Locked On Dodgers Postcast. Tonight's episode brought to you by FanDuel. Join all the action at FanDuel.com to play daily dingers and make your free pick on who is hitting a homer this Major League Baseball season. Well, with Justin Wrobleski on the mound, you had a pretty good opportunity that at least one Brewer was going to hit one. Turned out to be two tonight, accounting for all the runs. Not good, not surprised. Wrobleski's got an issue. I can't figure out what it is. 2 outs, especially both home runs with 2 outs on balls down. I don't know if it is a velocity thing. I can't figure it out. I went back and looked at some of his other home runs. Is he trying to be too fine with off speed pitches late in the counts with 2 outs? It's not. Some of the other home runs, again, over his last 3 outings, 9 home runs. So now 11 over his last 4 outings. That's a crap ton of home runs. And some of them it's not one pitch. It's not one velocity. Like some of it's 95, 96. Sometimes it's 88. It's all over the place. I don't know what it is. It is a problem. I'm just upset that I did not, because I didn't think there was a chance in hell, really. Well, maybe I thought there was a little chance because I did not go to Kalshi for the Brewer position today with Mizorowski on the mound and Wrobleski for the Dodgers. In the Polish battle, I thought Mizorowski would win comfortably, just like he did. But I don't know. I just got gun shy at the very end and did not put a position in. But I did have a nice position today on Tommy Paul in tennis. I seem to be doing pretty well with tennis lately. So that was, at least we got one win today. The Dodgers, though, fall 4-1. Kind of a lackluster flat game. They had their opportunities, without a doubt. But when we get to where it went south for the Dodgers, it was ugly.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
Ohtani had a nice at-bat earlier in the game, accounting for the only Dodger run. That came in the 4th or 5th, and it was a nice at-bat from the standpoint that he shortened up, which is not something that Shohei Ohtani does. 3rd inning, a triple down the first base line, and it scored Alex Call. So, okay, Mizorowski wasn't completely baffling them. He did give up 5 hits on the day, only struck out 6. The ERA, though, is just so scary. 1.75. Guy threw 50 plus of his 96 at triple digits. I mean, he is just unbelievable. He's not unhittable, but he's unbelievable. Anyway, Ohtani got around on one, pulled it down the first base line, and it was a nice piece of hitting, shortening up, which was positive. I was like, okay, clearly, and Dave Roberts even mentioned it, you have to battle, you got to shorten up, and you just got to do the best you can against this guy because he's great. So I was like, well, if Ohtani can do it, I mean, he's a great hitter, don't get me wrong, but he's not a guy that generally shortens up. He's a guy that is always trying to hit a home run. He's always trying to, that 5-run home run. He's always the longest swing you've ever seen, and balls down are his bugaboo. He has no answer for those most of the time. And it showed again when the Dodgers had the bases loaded with 1 out in the Freeman struck out Ohtani. So that was the 5th inning. Edman fouls out to 3rd, then 3 consecutive hits. Teoscar Hernandez singles to right. Alex Call singles to center. On the very next pitch, Fiducia singles to right. We got the bases loaded, 1 out. Ba, 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 ba. Shohei Ohtani coming to the plate. Mizorowski made him look ridiculous. Just absolutely mystified him, worked him. An 89-mile-an-hour slider. When a dude is throwing triple, I mean, look, tip your cap to Mizorowski. But Shohei Ohtani made it easy on him with that big, long swing. Didn't shorten up here. 1 out. All you got to do is put the ball in play, probably score a run there with, at the very minimum, a fly ball. Mizorowski slows him up with an 89-mile-an-hour slider, then a four-seamer at 102. So when you go from throwing triple digits every pitch to an 89-mile-an-hour slider, it must look like it's about 65 miles an hour. Then you throw him one at 102, which must look like it's 125. And then you come back with another 92-mile-an-hour slider. Good morning, good afternoon, and good night. Head back to the dugout, young man. He worked him. Here comes Freddie Freeman. Same exact thing. Off-speeding his ass off. Threw a few more four-seamers in there. Freddie at least got 5 pitches out of it, but struck him out on a slider down. Right? Ball, he went fastball 101, fastball 103, slider at 90, fastball at 101, slider at 91. Struck Freddie out, made him look foolish as well. And that's where the game turned and went south for the Dodgers, and the Brewers cruised from there. The Dodgers limped off with a whimper from there. As for the Dodger player of the game,
this is the Locked On Player of the Game.
Alex Call, 2 for 4. But really, the player of the game is Jacob Mizorowski. Let's be honest. But Alex Call, shortening up his swing. He's the perfect guy to face a dude like that. He gets up there and is just gritty. He's a grinder. He doesn't care what it looks like. He's not trying to hit home runs. He's trying to put the ball in play. 2 of the Dodgers' 5 hits, courtesy of Alex Call in this 4-1 loss. We'll get to the outing of Justin Wrobleski. Was it a disaster? No, I mean, it wasn't 4 home runs, but it wasn't good either. So we'll talk about that after the break. It's Locked On Dodgers Postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done. And don't forget to check out Travis Rogers and Harry Ruiz Monday through Friday with the Locked On Daily Dodgers podcast. That's where you find out what's going on throughout the Dodger universe. An in-depth look at the Dodgers there on the Locked On Daily Dodgers podcast right here on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel. Tonight's episode brought to you by Amazon. A big thank you to our friends at Amazon for this limited break. This back-to-school season, spend less on your kids with Amazon. We all know how crazy the back-to-school shopping experience can be, especially if your daughter is having a birthday this time of year, like mine is right now. Big pool party. So not only are we dealing with back-to-school shopping, like the supply list, the first day outfit, the new backpack, the new lunch thing, but it's also decorations for the birthday party. Thank you, Amazon, for getting those to us in a hurry and at a complete bargain. There's, honestly, it's not just back to school. I know that's this time of year, and that's what we're focusing on here. Just all the stuff you need for back to school. I still have to get the highlighters for her English class, but it's everything. It is everything. Let's be honest. It's the first place you go when you want to buy almost anything, right? So remember, with Amazon's low back to school prices, just spend less on your kids, because every dollar you don't spend on them is a dollar you haven't spent on them. Shop back to school at Amazon and spend less on your kids. All right, comment here from a couple of comments from Jeff Roll regarding Wrobleski. Seems like Robo gives up at least 2 home runs every start now. He really has lost it, hasn't he, Jeff? Any ideas what's going on? Because I can't figure it out. I really can't. Other than they just have gotten to him and started to understand what he's all about. I wish Robo worried less about the strikeout zone and more about getting the out. Well, he's not a strikeout guy. Good grief, CC. He gets some strikeouts, which is, kind of amazing. He had 6, just like Mizorowski. So I don't know that he's worried about the strikeout all that much. He's an efficient. Well, he was efficient. He's lost that too. That's the other thing that has gone by the wayside with him. Used to be able to cruise through 6-7 innings with like 90 pitches, 107 tonight to get through 6. So everything has kind of changed for him. I don't know what it is. I really don't. I feel like they've just started to figure him out. And at the end of the day, Robo wasn't as good as he looked in the first half, and he's probably not as bad as he's looking right now. He's somewhere in the middle, right? That's kind of how it goes for most guys. He's a middle relief guy. If you had to choose right now between him and Lauer, it's Lauer all day long. And when we get to the end of the season and the postseason, it's going to be a tough decision, especially if Shohei's healthy. Speaking of Shohei, here's a comment from Douglas, which is kind of interesting, kind of long, but it's good. I don't think anyone can coach Shohei. They just let him do what he wants. Just base hits would help the team, not swinging out of his mind. You're right, Pete. He tries to hit a 5-run home run every time. Yeah, you're totally right too, Doug. Thank you for, just talking me off the ledge, I guess. You can't coach him, but it is frustrating, right? I don't completely, you're right. But I think at the same time, they don't even try. And that's where I think they missed the boat, right? Maybe just plant a seed. Is that crazy to say, hey, Shohei, right now we could use a base hit. Okay. We don't need a 475-foot home run right now, right? It would have helped. I mean, we did need it at that point. If he hits a grand slam there, it's a different ball game. It turns the ball game in the Dodgers' favor and flips the script. So yeah, they kind of did need it, but you got to read the room with Jacob Mizorowski on the mound. And that was a weird sequence too. The whole thing was bizarre. The Dodgers put 3 consecutive hits together in about 5 pitches, make Mizorowski look human. And here comes Shohei Ohtani, and it's like they didn't even call timeout and have the pitching coach come out and go, let's discuss what we're looking at here for a game plan. It's just like he went to sleep for a minute. It's like he let his guard down for 3 batters real quick. Here comes Ohtani and Freddie, and it was like somebody threw a cold bucket of ice water in his face or gave him a little slap with a white glove. Wake up. What was that? You don't give up 3 consecutive hits to the 7, 8, and 9 hitter of any team. So what was that? Strike this guy out and make him look stupid. Oh yeah, that's right. That's what I do. So it was strange. But I agree that you can't coach him, but he's clearly capable of it. And that's what frustrates me. He can do it when need be. But you could argue in that scenario, 1 out, bases loaded, you are trying to hit a home run. Okay. Because if he misses and hits a fly ball, it's still a run. So in that particular situation, it was okay. Right. But I think the part that was probably the most frustrating to me was if he strikes out trying to put the ball in play or even trying to hit a home run and works the count, fouls off some balls, makes it at least interesting, I'm fine. The fact is that he just looked ridiculous. I mean, it looked like me up there against Mizorowski. Wasn't even close. Pulling off the ball, corkscrewing himself into the ground, swinging at pitches. It wasn't even close, right? It was just like, there's a ball coming at me and I'm swinging at it. I don't care where it is. So that's the part I think that was probably the most frustrating. But at the same time, you're right, Doug. They're not going to try to coach him because at the end of the day, even when that happens a lot, you get more good than bad from him, right? The numbers bear out in the end. And a lot of people would argue, and probably pretty aggressively, that I'm an idiot for thinking that Shohei Ohtani should try to put the ball in play. And that's fine. That's fair. This is a total opinion thing. I think he can in certain situations, just like he did in the third. That wasn't a big, long, loopy swing. He put the ball in play, and it turned into a triple. So he's capable of it. Now, granted, Mizorowski made a bad pitch. The catcher wanted the ball up high. He threw it down and in, right in Shohei's sweet spot. But Shohei's one of those guys that you just go up there and do your thing, dude. Swing out of your ass. Swing from your shoelaces every time. It's cool. We're good. You be you, dude. So it's hard to argue. Mike has a succinct point here. Offense was ass. As it has been quite frequently, except against the Royals. And, look, they should have won first game of this series. Oh, by the way, apologies that I called this the rubber game and the end of the series. I lost track of days with that Charger game on Thursday. So I thought this was a 3-game series. It's a 4-game series. So the Dodgers will look to split tomorrow as they send. Why does his name just escape me all the time? Whenever I start to think of Skubal, I want to say Sklar for some reason. And I know that's not a professional athlete. It's a couple of comedians that are brothers, the Sklar brothers. I don't know why I can't stick it in my head. It'll get there. Don't worry. But every time I try to pull Tarik Skubal out of my ass, I come up with Sklar. And I think that's probably because of the TAR and the SK. Yeah, I know. I'm high. So Skubal will take on Logan Henderson tomorrow. Henderson is 6-2 with a 2.88 ERA. Win probability for the Dodgers, according to the matchup predictor on ESPN, 60.9. 39% probability for the Brewers. Henderson has only pitched 56 innings. He's given up 40 hits, struck out 69, 9 home runs, and 11 walks. Skubal is 7-6, lost his first outing as a Dodger. No decision in the last one. 2.93 ERA. We really could use a strong shutdown 6 or 7 from Skubal tomorrow. 107 innings. He struck out 128, 12 home runs, 18 walks, and 82 hits. First pitch, 1:10, and we'll be here to break it down when it is over. As for other final thoughts here from this rather lackluster performance, there's not much to come away with feeling good about here. Teo had a hit. That was nice. Part of that 3 in a row at the bottom of the lineup. But Mookie was 0 for. Freddie 0 for. Muncy was 0 for. Did walk once. That was nice. Only struck out once. I'm almost kind of more okay with Muncy striking out the way he does as compared to Shohei. I don't know why that is. Ohtani's more of a home run hitter than Max Muncy. I don't know. This all boils down to you guys thinking I'm a Shohei hater. I know that's what it is. I'm not. I think he's amazing. I think what we're witnessing, we all take for granted. And, he's a once in a ever player. And because of that, I feel like my expectations are higher. I've said this over and over and over again. My expectations of Shohei Ohtani are higher because I know he's capable of it. That's what it all boils down to for me. Max Muncy is just not a base hit guy. He's a home run dude. Shohei Ohtani can do anything he wants. That's where I get frustrated. Is that unfair? I don't think it is. He can do anything, right? If Shohei Ohtani wanted to be a tight end, he could be. If Shohei Ohtani wanted to play basketball, he could play basketball. He could do anything. So when I go in this particular situation, it'd be really nice to just lace one in the gap. Give me a double up the middle, or even a single, score 2 runs, make it a 1-run ball game. I know he's capable of it. That's what it boils down to for me. And one final thought, because this Brewer fans deserve, any Brewer fan deserves to talk trash after that one. From Love Highlights, Miz owns y'all. Yeah, y'all own us, but Miz owns you. Fair. Absolutely. You should be pounding your chest and boasting after that performance. Mizorowski is the real deal. He is unbelievable. And quite honestly, that's one of those things where I was happy to watch him beat our ass, right? Because it's frustrating, but it's like, wow, that dude's amazing. He is just amazing. Tip of the cap, dude. You are also a rare breed and a once in a lifetime type of dude. I mean, just long and lanky and not something you see all that much. Wish he was on our team. So how about all the Dodger haters saying that Mizorowski and the Brewers are ruining baseball? How about that? Huh? No. Great stuff today. Great performance from Mizorowski. Horrible from the Dodgers. Not horrible, but bad, right? Not good. But again, tip of the cap, makes sense. The guy pitched out of his mind, as he does most of the time. I don't know how he's lost 5 games. That's probably the biggest head scratcher of this whole thing. How has he lost 5 games? Where did that happen? Who beat him? That's what I need to go look up and give those guys a pat on the back. 4-1 the final tonight. Again, first pitch tomorrow at 1:10. We'll be here to break it down when it is over. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And appreciate the comments. As always, good stuff from you guys tonight. It's the Locked On Dodgers Postcast on the Locked On Dodgers YouTube channel, the place to hang out when every game is done. I am Pete Fox, and have a good night. We will talk tomorrow, and go